I'm getting old.
How old is everyone? Well,
I'm 24.
I'm 26.
30.
But I feel like we're all the same age.
I
Like,
feel like we're all the same.
like I mean, we all have the same humor. We all do the same shit. It's like I don't really think about that. I don't really give a shit.
I mean, I don't feel like I've aged past 24-ish, 25-ish.
Yeah.
Like mentally, I mean. The comments that like trigger me sometimes is just like, yo, no 30-year-old should be acting like this.
I've been really getting into this one board game called Mahjong.
And then when you're a kid, right, there's nothing more boring than fishing.
I actually really fucking enjoyed it.
Right.
Right,
As an adult.
It's one of those things that, like, as a kid, you're just not wired to do it.
Okay. There, it's gonna make me sound so bad, but there is one big difference about why I can enjoy it now versus why I could enjoy it as a kid, and that's because alcohol is now involved.
Yeah. I have never seen a man fish with not a beer in that little pocket.
Yeah,
It just doesn't happen
Yeah.
because I mean, it's part of the charm.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Like going it as a kid, it is just like it's the ADHD simulator.
Here's a question for you though, Connor. You said you watch way less anime now than you used to. Would you say that maybe you might be growing out of it in any sense of the word? Like it just doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore?
You're maturing out of anime?
Yeah.
No, I mean I still love anime.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the banger shows, but I think I've just. I don't know, stop fucking lying to myself. Like, I'm just going to watch the biggest shows that come out and enjoy them and have a great time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
anime, right? The way I can.
Like you don't care to like go out and like discover if
No,
the show is
no.
good
Yeah.
or not, right?
I've had so many experiences where I've just watched an anime that's so fucking boring that I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, I guess Decadence was fine. You know,
Did you watch Decadence?
I watched like 3 episodes of Decadence because everyone was hyping it up.
Yeah, everyone's hyping it up. Is it good?
You know, with like when you first discover like the concept of like sex and porn, I like the only way I could get anything close to that was by watching like late night TV shows. I would record shows on my VHS, but there was this one show because I looked at the TV guide. There was this one show.
I think you did what I did.
There was this one show that was like, ooh, this sounds spicy. As a kid, I'm like, ooh, this sounds exactly what I'm looking for. It was a late night TV show, aired at like 12.
Is it? Can I say the title? Is it?
Okay.
Is it called Babe Station?
No.
That was the one.
Babe
That was
Station?
the one in the UK.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that later.
I probably would have enjoyed Babe Station more. No, the show was called Sex and the City.
As like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, and just hearing that like my mom's friend's favorite show was Sex in the City,
Yeah,
I was
I remember.
like, that's not very Christian of you. What the fuck? Man, adults are scary.
So Babe Station was this channel in the UK, right? And it would air at like 11:30.
yeah, something
And it
like
was
that.
literally just like girls on a couch, like half naked, and then they would occasionally take off their bra, but the whole time you wouldn't hear anything. You would just hear like porn music. But they were calling someone. You could call in and talk to them.
Right.
And there's some good videos on YouTube of people trolling them. Like that's really funny. But
Yeah.
What they would do is they would show 5 different girls, but they would be butt naked.
Part of your life after university, and especially during like your mid to late 30s, is that you kind of realize that life just kind of stays the same unless you actively search for new experiences.
exactly.
And I didn't realize that we were just really lucky as a kid, as a teenager, whatever, to just every year you'd kind of get a new experience. But once that period of your life is over, then you just have to search for that yourself, and it's just not going to come to you.
Yeah,
You got to do that
100%.
yourself.
yeah, I also rarely drink to get like drunk anymore, right?
I could drink as much as I want, but you know, do I need to?
You've changed. How dare you? What happened to you, man? You used to be cool.
Dude,
Really?
I
All you can drink?
I forget you're 30 gone. Fuck. I mean,
Is it true that like your entire view on everything just changes the moment you hit 30? Because that's all I've been hearing about.
Is it true you become a fucking boomer when you get 30?
So many people are like, yeah, the moment I hit 30, it's just like everything. Like I just stopped giving a shit about so much.
I mean, I
shit.
feel 30.
I'm the opposite. I don't feel 30 at all. Honestly, I don't feel like I've changed much at
You
all.
haven't. I'm like always like in bed by like 3 now, and Gaunt will be like, yeah, I stayed up until 9 a.m. and I started just doing work at
You're
10.
up till
I'm like,
3? Dude, it's like 11:30 and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go to bed, man.
Joey's napping in the karaoke.
Yeah, I'm like
place.
60.
You're already a decrepit old man to begin with. And you're only in your
Yeah, go on. Only in my
No.
20s. Yeah, go on.
and you're already acting like you're 80 years old.
I'm trying to fill my future role.
your 30s is just basically your 20s with one debuff to your body, and I guess my hangovers.
What's the debuff for you?
I guess my hangovers are slightly worse now. That's the only reason. Like, it's funny, right? Because when I was like 18 to like
That's what
20,
you turn 30. You're like beer, vodka, nah. Moment you turn 30, I have a wine cooler and it's fully stocked.
You know, that was exactly me when I was 30. I'm just like, yes, I only drink wine now. Thank you very much. Beer, get that teenage shit out
The
of
next
there.
step is going to be like wine, cognac for me, please.
I think I'm aging rapidly.
he gets like a proper human body and like opens up the kidneys and like explains how kidney stones form and why they fucking hurt and stuff. And it's like, man, I can't imagine something that big traveling through my dick.
How big is it?
Some of these are big, bro.
Some of these can go like that.
But you have to just hope they break down in your kidneys, like, because they just can't go through the tubes.
Right.
They use ultrasonic? Yeah, ultrasonic.
Yeah.
On your, like, kidneys to break it. Get the shit out of me!
But in worst case scenarios where, like, not even that works, that it's so crystallized and so hard, they literally go through your penis with, like, a pair of tweezers to just pull it out.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
I did not
horrible.
need to hear this.
I'm sorry. I mean, he sounds nice.
I don't want any tweezers going in my pee-pee.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I literally can't handle, like, hospitals at all. I just, like, faint immediately doing anything.
That's why I'm, like, really nervous to get older, because you have to do, you know, when you hit, like, a certain age, you have to do the annual colonoscopy and shit like that. I'm just not looking forward to the day where a camera has to go up my ass. Nice.
Because like, have you seen the anime?
I've seen the anime.
When do you think it came out?
It was like late 80s, right?
It came out in the year 2000. I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
I am
That was
serious.
like a trap question. I felt the trap being set up when he asked that.
It feels like late 80s.
It feels like late 80s, like
early 90s.
It feels like late 80s, early 90s anime adaptation.
Yeah.
It came out in the 2000s. It came out after Cowboy Bebop.
I'm so
But because
one where it's just like, did you watch it? Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? I'm like,
there's something about Nintendo Directs that really pissed me off. I can't put my finger on it. I get angry watching Nintendo Direct.
Why?
I don't know why. I think it's the way they present games that clearly no one gives a shit about. They'll be like, and now is Just Dance 17. And it's like, why?
but they always have to sandwich it between two big titles, right?
Yeah. I think I'm just getting to that point in my life where I'm becoming extremely bitter about everything that makes other people happy.
Welcome to adulting.
I think I'm getting to that point.
it's called being adulting, and it's called being British as well. It's like the worst combination.
An
of the
old
two.
angry
I
bastard.
think I sit there on my porch, just like rocking my chair, thinking, "Oh, you young kids getting excited over games. How naive of you."
Imagine being happy. Imagine being excited.
How naive
If
of
only
you.
I could feel these emotions anymore.
Oh, you think Mario Golf is going to be fun? Really? Have fun playing Mario Golf. One time at a party and then never playing it ever again.
Part of like growing up and growing into like your 30s, I guess, is just realizing that sometimes you just have a problem with your body. Everyone around my age just starts talking about their knees, and luckily enough, I haven't felt anything about my knees yet. But
it's
I'm
like,
just like
lower back pain, knees, like neck pain, headaches. Like 10-year-old me was crying trying to get past like Gym 3 of Silver, right?
But
and the
that's
game didn't
great.
give a fuck. Like,
Yeah,
it was just like, just get good.
It's like, figure it out.
Yeah.
You're 10. You should start thinking, bro. Start thinking.
just
Use
don't
that
know,
fucking
but-
10-year-old
okay.
thick skull
Yeah,
of yours.
exactly.
I feel like nowadays people have less patience when it comes to completing games, man.
Yeah.
There's
Having some form of difficulty there is good. And it's also important, I think, for the kid to learn that
you're
not
right.
everything is going to be fucking easy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember like when I was fucking like 8 years old playing Mega Man 2 for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking impossible. Like, no one
Yeah.
can beat
Dude,
this
I
game.
fucking love that game though.
It's one of my favorite games of all time because I learned success through failure.
Kids have it too easy nowadays,
The
guys.
problem is, right, is that
Games are a lot more affordable nowadays.
Yeah.
Back then, you had one game every few months, maybe. My God.
That's great though. I love it.
I guess I'm angry that I'm getting older and these children games aren't getting older with me.
Yeah.
I guess so. Because for the longest time, I thought like standing desks was just like, like a what?
That's a
like,
myth. That's an urban
It was like a
legend.
fad. I was like,
Yeah.
come on, like this is just like a new thing that's happening. It's like, oh, people are health conscious, whatever. But the moment I started using, it, I'm like, oh, okay, this actually makes so much of a difference because
I just like the noise it makes.
I was like, it go brrr.
There's just something nice about it going. Zzz.
My screen was just slightly off.
Yeah.
And like, it was slightly off center. And I had to like tilt my neck just to look at it. And it like, it's something that didn't really care about until like
I have recently started to like stretch every day after like work.
please Google ergonomics. It's really fucking important, and it's a really boring word. I like the feeling of buying furniture. That's a good feeling. You're like, I knew I was
eating on my furniture when it's done built.
like I knew I was old. Where you go through the IKEA catalog and you're just like, oh, that's a good looking desk right there.
Catalog?
Ooh.
No, you got to go there in person, guys. You got to go to the IKEA mega store.
You got to sit down.
You got to feel the chair. I don't really like. Oh.
When you come back home and you sit down, you make that kind of like sound. Like I never used to do that.
Well, my favorite thing is there's a shot of you as you like, I don't know why, I think you're in one of your manga copy videos. You're like looking at like the books.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it like such a fucking old man. And like you're holding like your one hand in the pocket, one hand on coffee, going, do you have a garden?
Yeah, my dad had a massive garden.
Oh yeah, my now that my dad's retired, it's like all he does.
Yeah.
Garden. And
Would you ever consider a garden?
I mean, I want a garden. I don't want to look after said garden.
No, that's the point, right?
Like when you get older, you'll probably enjoy those pleasures more.
Yeah.
I don't currently enjoy
because
it.
I remember when I was a kid, my mum would be like, "Go on, go cut the grass now. It's your turn," and I'm just like, "For fuck's sake."
They never made me do that.
Did they
I did
never?
all the other chores.
Oh,
not
they
that.
made me do that. I fucking hated
Because
it.
to me, it was my dad. Is like, I'm not letting him do it. It's my garden. It's mine. He's gonna fuck it up.
Honestly, when I have children, you bet your ass I get my children to do
You're
the
literally
chores.
describing why people had kids like hundreds of years ago. That's why they had so many. They're like, well, I can't do it.
When you get married into a house, I was like, all right, how many things do we need to do every day? 7? All right, prepare to have 7
I'm
kids.
not paying for an assistant. I'm getting a kid. Mourning the loss of my weird convention stories probably now. You know, I don't get to stay in random Discord Airbnbs where I met people online.
Right.
Anymore.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen anymore. That sucks.
Sad.
That was fun. Fun stories. Weird moments in my life.
He will
Yeah.
reminisce as he sits in his 5-star hotel.
No, it's fun, but also it's like, god damn, that was no way to live. There's no. I think I got all my really stupid ideas out of my head, and now I'm trying to be more sensible and take care of myself. And,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
time to
God.
adult now.
Unfortunately.
Follow him up to the ball. Oh, shit.